Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lanyelle Kuzar and I'm the owner of Yes Event Decor and More. So I have been super busy. The day after I had that Tyler Perry event, I decorated a wedding. So it was a really busy weekend for me. I tried to record most of the setup for you guys, but the wedding was outdoors. It was 100 degrees outside and my phone kept cutting off. I guess it was overheating. And then by the time I went inside, it was like go time. Like we were down to the wire and we were trying to get everything done. So I'm gonna show you the setup and then I'm gonna show you how everything turned out. And then meet me back here at the end of the video because I have a lot of lessons learned from this wedding. All right, so let's get started. right, guys, so that was the wedding and the reception. When I tell you God's grace, I have no idea how I finished all those decorations in time. There was a couple of points at that wedding where I thought I was not going to make it. God is so good because he definitely sent his angels to help me with that event. Now, with that being said, there were so many lessons learned with this event. I would have to make a whole separate video, okay? So I just want to focus on the main three, all right? Now, the first one is that I am not setting up a wedding and a reception by myself anymore. I had my son there with me, and thank goodness when it came to crunch time, he was like, Mom, what do you need? Mom, what do you need? Like, he was definitely helping me because I think he could sense that I was starting to get stressed out. So having my son there was definitely a help, but I need another pair of hands. I need someone where I can give them instruction and they can go off and do it, right? So while I'm setting up one thing, they could be setting up another thing. So that is one huge lesson that I am taking from this wedding, is that I always have to have another helper with me, okay? So me, my son, and someone else who can help me execute a wedding and a reception. The second major lesson that I learned from this wedding is that going forward, I need to have all the decorations done a half an hour before the wedding, because that's when people start showing up for the wedding. And I had boxes and things still outside, and people were starting to be seated for the wedding. So I want to make sure that the decorations are done before people are being seated at the wedding. And here's the third lesson that I learned from the wedding, and this one is huge for me. So going forward, I'm going to create a day of schedule, because normally when I decorate, I know exactly what I'm going to do in my head, but I need to communicate with the bride, with the wedding planner, with the wedding coordinator, what I'm going to decorate and when I'm going to decorate it, okay? Because with this wedding, I didn't know what time the cake was going to be getting there. So I didn't know what time the cake table had to be set up. And when the coordinator got there, I was setting up outdoors, and then she said, hey, we need to set up this memorial table. So I had to stop what I was doing outdoors to do the memorial table. And then she said, okay, hold on, we need to start doing the cake table because the cake is being delivered. And so it really threw me off, and I felt like I couldn't focus on finishing one thing because I would start something and then get pulled into something else, okay? So I'm gonna create a day of plan, and that'll have all the decorations that I'm bringing, and then it'll have the times that I'm gonna set them up. So this will be set up by this time, this will be set up by this time, and then I'm gonna distribute that to everybody who's planning the event so that we're all on the same page. With this event, I was providing decorations for everything. I did the sweetheart table, I did the guest table, I did the wedding decorations, I did the cake table, and I did the photo booth. So everybody was depending on me to get the decorations set up. So going forward, I'm gonna come up with a plan so everybody knows when the decorations will be set up so they can plan accordingly. I'm gonna put the links for all the materials in the description. If you guys have any questions, please let me know, and I'll see you in my next video.